Hey guys, DJ Ravine here, and I'm here with the $25,000 DJ setup from Pioneer DJ. It is the Tour1 system. So you guys might be asking, what is the Tour1 system? Well, let's just say it's the festival version, festival grade if you will, version of the Pioneer CDJ 2000 Nexus 2s and the DJM 900 Nexus 2. And that's why it costs a ridiculous amount of money. So these are the two mixers. This is the Tour1 and this is the 900 Nexus 2. If you take a look, they're very similar because this part here is essentially the DJM 900 Nexus 2. However, on the Tour1, you do have two things that are different. You've got this side here, and also you have the big screen, of course. But let's just focus on the mixer right now. On the left, you've got auxiliary, which lets you have an auxiliary channel with its own channel fader. You can plug in an iPod or something if you want to mix just off an iPod or something, I don't know. And then on the right, you've got your sender returns now on the front, so you can plug in effects and stuff like that. But the most cool thing is that you've got a second headphone input. So this means that you can plug in a second set of headphones and listen to something completely different from the main headphones. So if you're playing back to back, the first DJ can, say for example, be listening to channels 1 and 2. You can listen to channel 3 and 4, and you can mix back to back really easily. Because previously, if you had this selected and you both had headphones plugged in, you'd both have to be listening to the same thing. Now you can cue different tracks independently and separately. Another thing is this thing is heavy, like, ugh, I can barely lift that thing. This thing here is much lighter, but still it's 8 kilos. This thing here is a whopping 16 kilos. It's because it's built like a tank and it's made to be taken around touring vessels, thrown around. It's indestructible essentially. Don't quote me on that one, but it is pretty much, you can't break this. Seriously, even the box that it comes in is humongous. You can fit the original Nexus 2 boxes inside the Tour1 boxes, and you can even fit a DJ Ravine in there. Sort of. Also, they've packed it in with really high quality sound. I've always found that high quality sound on DJ equipment is kind of silly because it doesn't matter, because that festival DJ up there is going to be straight redlining it. He's going to be playing his YouTube rips at 128. So unless you can make that sound good, there's probably no point in putting high quality sound in things. If we take a look at the back, we can see that the Nexus 2 only has a single Ethernet connection for link. If we look on the Tour1, it actually has a full switch built in. So that means you don't have to go dig around for a switch when you go and connect up all your CDJs. They also use something called Ethercon connections. They're more secure Ethernet connections because I know we all have broken Ethernet cables out there at home, and these are much more secure, so they're not going to go come out by themselves. We've also got the word clock and the Kubo connection for the Tour1. Again, this is all stuff that, if as an average DJ, you're never going to use. The Nexus 2 also only uses 1/4" jacks for the booth, and the Tour1 uses XLR. You also got XLR digital out on the Tour1 compared to the RCA digital out on the Nexus 2. Aside from that, they're pretty much exactly the same. When it comes down to the CDJs, pretty much exactly the same. On the outside, completely the same layout. On the inside, this is high quality components, and you'll never really be able to tell the difference in terms of sound quality unless you're on an absolutely amazing system. You still load tracks in the exact same way, USB, go and choose where you want your track to be, except the tracks appear on this screen here and they appear on the big screen here. However, you can disable something called Tour1 mode, and that makes this pretty much work exactly the same as the Nexus 2. It also has this bit here, I don't know what that's for. I feel like they've kind of just added that in so the screen kind of fits a bit more flush. Aside from that, exactly the same. Along the back, the Nexus 2 and the Tour1 CDJs are pretty much exactly the same, but again, the Tour1 has the Ethercon connections for more secure Ethernet. Each one of these comes with a 13-inch touch screen. So what that means for you is that you can actually see all the waveforms of all the tracks that are playing at the same time on these screens. You can also make the waveform bigger and smaller, and it helps you visually mix because you can actually see where the beats are. It draws these lines down on the grid. Now you can also go into the browse function, which lets you browse all your tracks, and then you can also touch load to load onto that deck. You can also do this with the wheel as well on a standard CDJ, and you've also got your standard search functions with the QWERTY keyboard and your filters as well. Now on the mixer, you can see that it's got the waveform here as well, but you've also got the option of vertical waveform, which also shows you the peak RMS, so you can see the levels on the screen as well. But the cool thing is you can also browse tracks on the mixer's screen as well, and you can load them individually to each CDJ that you're playing on. So what's the final verdict? Well, you know what? If you've got $25,000 to burn on DJ gear and you just don't care, you want the best stuff that you can possibly get, by all means, please go out and get the Tour1 system. Pioneer would love you. However, for us regular pleb DJs, man, just get the Nexus 2. The Nexus 2 is way better than, you know, pretty much any DJ gear out there on the market, and it is gonna be the best. Every club uses it for a reason, so yeah, you're probably better off just getting a Nexus 2 and saving yourself tens of thousands of dollars. But if you gotta have the best, then this is the best. Anyways guys, hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'll see you guys next time. I'm gonna be doing a mix on this as well, so you guys better stay tuned. I'm gonna be doing a mix on these things and the and this right here as well. See, look how light this is. You can hold it with one hand. See?